And we are back, and now we will be creating our character. Now that you have some of the backstory out of the way in the last video, we have time to futz around and actually build our character. We are going to generate our character. We have 10 questions that I answer with A, B, or C. And these questions will be based on personal choice. So let us begin. Your father delights in telling you stories of his travel in his youth. One memorable tale he tells you about a primitive island he visited where a young child was sacrificed once a year to appease Ares, the god of fire. Whenever the natives neglected the sacrifice, the island volcano would erupt, killing hundreds of villagers. You immediately tell your father, A, you do not believe in any such volcano god. Civilized men should intervene and find some natural cause behind the eruptions and stop the sacrifices. The god Ares must be evil to demand child sacrifices. The villagers should find some way to combat this god instead of just giving in to the demands. See, it is tragic, but the death of one small child is preferable to that of many villagers. If it works, they should keep the tradition. The gods are not to be toyed with. Well, if there's a god, they should fight the god. While throwing a ball, your friend breaks a window on his house. His father rushes out and demands to know who broke the window. You know that your friend's father is a strict disciplinarian and will punish your friend severely if he takes the blame. You, on the other hand, not being his son, could get away virtually unscathed. Do you? A, raise your hand and take the blame for your friend before your friend can answer. B, remain silent and prefer not to get involved. C, point at your friend knowing that anything else would probably delay the inevitable and make things much worse for him. I went with A. While fishing one sunny afternoon, you find that the boots which you discarded are now full of ants who are busy making their way from a piece of bread you dropped to the errant hill. Do you pick up the boots and wash off all the ants now, even though you're not leaving until dusk? Watch the ants, curious as how they work so efficiently and content to lead their lives. Make boats out of leaves and send the ants down the stream to pass time until a fish bites. I am going to watch the ants. It is a particularly grueling class with Armsmaster Festal. He has been unreasonably demanding on everybody, including you. His criticism seems to border on abuse, and it seems he has no positive comment to make. He turns to berate you at the end of class, and over his shoulder, you see a classmate put on an aggressive but non-poisonous snake in Vestal's hand sack. You would do nothing. The great Armsmaster does not need the humility, and this might be a good way of paying him back for all the misery he has put you through today. Tell Vestal you saw a snake creep into his sack, but do not tell him that your classmates did. No reason to get anyone in further trouble. Immediately tell Vestal what the classmates did. There is no excuse for treating a seasoned fighter like him with disrespect, regardless of his freedom of view that particular day. I am again going to go with C. Gee, I'm all warrior right now. Nothing else. This is probably going to prove a problem. Armsmaster Festal introduces a new student to the class, a small, awkward boy named Ties, who doesn't seem to have any natural talent at all. The class is divided into two sides for a mock battle, and as one of the generals, you are assigned your soldiers to positions. Ties is one of your men. You decide to put Ties in the front line with the other fighters, rationalizing that in any realistic battle, he would probably be a casualty anyway, and there must be some sacrifices. Use him as a scout, rationalizing that because of his small size, he would probably be good at sneaking and gathering information on the enemy. Assign him to several posts during the course of the battle, staying near and helping him so he can gain value, experience, and improve. Your mother sent you to the market with a give the shopkeeper his hard-earned money, explain to him the mistake, pocket the extra money knowing that the shopkeeper tends to generally overcharge his customers anyway, decide to put the extra money to good use and purchase some items that would help your family? Let us go with C. While in a market, you witness a thief cut the purse from a noble. Even as he does, the noble notices and calls the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near your feet. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. Do you pick up the bag and pocket it, knowing that the extra windfall will help your family in times of trouble? Pick up the bag and signal to the guards, knowing that it's the only honorable thing to do, and return the money to its rightful owner. Leave the bag there, knowing that it's best not to get involved. It is my money now. One night, walking home, you are attacked by a young man who knows you from the Armor Master Festal's class. You defend yourself ably and knock him down unconscious. While he is out, you tie him up, intending to interrogate him later. When he wakes up, you want to know why he attacked you. You can then turn him into your arms master at your leisure. Slit his throat. You know him from class and think he would have done the same if the positions had been reversed. Leave him with a visible scar and the knowledge that his defeat at your hands and the visual reminder of punishment is enough for one who is restored to such dishonorable tactics. You get to scar. Practicing alone, you develop a new fighting style that you're very excited about. When you mention to Armor Master Festal, he tells you it would never work in practical combat. Do you use the new fighting style in the middle of your class as spar? When it works, Festal will be forced to admit its practicality or give a reason for not accepting it. Keep asking Festal questions about it, focusing on the details of the form and to find his objection. Eventually, he will have to give a more specific criticism, accepts his words without question. The Armor Master Festal has been fighting since your grandfather's day. He knows a flawed style when he sees it, and better not to waste his time or your time asking why. God damn it, I'm gonna fight how I want to fight. One summer after meeting your father, Talon gives you a choice of chores. Would you rather work on the forge with him casting a new plow, gather herbs for your mother who's preparing dinner, go catch a fish using a net and some line? I'm going to the forge. I am a warrior in my destiny. Am I going to accept it? No, I am not. I am going to fight fate because I generally notice that an archery class works at best. Where do I hail from? Ongar the Elder, the Archer? Grammar does not work well. I hail from Skyrim. Then thou wouldst be known as the Archer Ongar the Elder, who wouldst call Skyrim, the land of the Nords, his home. Know ye this also, thy race is strong as the northern winds which sweep through the icy glaciers. The Arctic climes hast hardened thy folk for life's cruel and bitter hand. Thy body and mind must be as strong and agile if thou art to succeed as an archer. Go ye now in peace, and let thy fate be written in the Elder Scrolls. And we shall distribute my points severely in one